euros against Rayo, way that allows them to compete better. So,
be up against this Girona side. They've won the last 4 meetings against injury, including veteran striker Cristian Stuani. He has recovered from the calf problem that kept him on the bench. In their playing days, Xabi Alonso perhaps a little bit more. We heard Michel speaking
with driving the ball or dribbling, so it's a risk that Girona is going to take.
Fans.
Best 5 games of the season. He had 11 new players. Comes that a team which it isn't at the moment. He hasn't seen his situation. Do not get points against Real Madrid, so it's a +3
because of some of the other absentees at centre back. No Dean Howes.
Worst thing that a player can have. They just didn't know.
Bellingham alongside Tchouaméni. Here is Jude Bellingham. Battle in midfield. Tsigan side, positive start from the host. Here's Victor Tsigankov looking to get a shot away. It's these opening exchanges, Girona. Unahi.
On now is try to go back a little bit to basics, try to defend a little bit.
It's still Vinicius. Can he find a teammate surrounded by white shirts? And he felt it was a corner.
It was an optimistic attack.
Towards Vinicius. Falls to Trent. Looking for Trent and finding him. The ball in from... We'll keep this in.
As a forward, so the mystery still remains of where his best position is, where 89% of the passes were accurate. What headache is that position? We've seen a Gula that I don't think is...
Yes, by Rincon. The ball given away to Mbappe with the shot. Couldn't keep it down. First clear side of goal for Kylian Mbappe. Yes.
Wants to be the guy that scored goals, in which case...
Here's Mbappe. Still Mbappe to Güler. Just wide from Arda Güler. It's a really good opening for the...
From Bellingham and Mbappe, that has to grow, so a lot of...
No fouls as the referee, play on. Rudiger comes across to dispossess Van Aert.
I guess that's the DNA of Real Madrid, isn't it? Is winning at all costs.
Yeah, can he get this ball under control? But that almost got them into problems.
It was worth about 30 million euros, and getting... That's dangerous. But they made 42 million, having sold it.
And Van Aert's done well. Looks for Unahi once again. Risky pass back to Thibaut Courtois, who just about did.
8, 9. They got a foul out of it.
It's in towards Tchouaméni.
It was amazing. It was extraordinary.
Here's Tchouaméni with the shot.
It's the quality of the squad, and you cannot get 1 or 2
control. Bellingham calling for it. Vinicius putting it, might fall for Heel. Trent gets there, leaves it for Bellingham, gets it back, digs out the cross, but Girona look to break. And Garcia tussling with Van Aert.
Hard defensively when you know you're going to have so much possession and you're going to have so many of the season. They've conceded.
Asserting some authority in this game. Once again, Militao stepping up. Here's Vinicius, goes for goal. There's an early shot from the Brazilian, who's dropped deep to try and help the construction of the... Here is Tsigankov. The save from Courtois.
But the intention is clear.
Run halted by that goalless draw at Rayo Vallecano on the side when Cristian Stuani isn't around, which is more often than not from Tsigankov.
So perhaps you're not as sharp as you should be, and that's where Girona go man-to-one again.
For Mbappe, he's unable to bring that down. He's fouled. Valverde finding Vinicius. Unahi turning, getting the shot away. And Courtois at full stretch. Just wasn't curling quite. Here's Ivan Martin. Dispossessed by Jude Bellingham. Chance here for Güler to put the ball in again, which he does. Here's Mbappe. Hey. And then Van Aert. Here is Moreno. Decent ball in. Mbappe. And Mbappe gets there first, does he? The race between Fran Garcia and Brian Hill. Tchouaméni bursting forward into the box, but pressing high and having a high defensive line, but the
attacking. Fills the gaps when they are defending. It's becoming...
Here is Trent. Nice idea. Van Aert. Van Aert, the flick to Unahi. And Güler, deflected behind for another corner for Real Madrid. They had plenty of players forward
into the box. Militao was there, just waiting. And two with Mbappe, or a little run that's found by Güler.
Fans urge their side on. Tsigankov. Floated in towards Militao. What a save that is from Paulo. So a flurry of activity. That was the end.
Nothing there. No handball there.
He's going to have a look at something. So we'll see. Who's found Tsigankov. And Hill with the shot. And it was Jen.
The previous couple of games.
Yep. Tsigankov. And he's found Unahi. What a finish that is from Azzedine Unahi to give Girona the lead.
And he was on the back of Girona, building from the back, being patient, having those 10 seconds of passing, and Real Madrid just seeing the ball going from Girona player to Girona player, and finding Unahi, who has been threatening on the end. Courtois in 2 times to stop
Stuani.
Their best goal scorer, Cristian Stuani, 4 goals this season.
Güler, can Real Madrid find a reaction before the break? Early this week, which was alleviated by the victory. Looking for Bellingham, he's not going to get on. 2 very decent results for Girona. Vinicius being relentlessly whistled anytime he gets floating it towards Vinicius. Season in this stadium. Here is Unahi looking for Van Aert.
Still very central when clearly against his team.
Space for the shot from Tchouaméni. Vinicius was in an offside position. And looking for Van Aert, who's in the area, and Van Aert, the save from Courtois is a really, really good one. Now he's pass from the referee confirming that he's been Unahi. The wrist team need a little bit of support here. In comes the ball into the sea. Vinicius gets to the byline and he's brought down, and a penalty is given. And Mbappe finds the back of the net, levels the game for Real Madrid, and Xabi Alonso wants his team to go again.
Mbappe was not going to miss.
Alex Moreno was calling for it on the far side for Girona. Instead, it's with Girona. Punished in again by Trent. It's Witsel with the header. It falls to Mbappe. Here is Bellingham.